build anything with a 2014 Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Placerville Speedway is main event time. Pull the belts tight and lay it on the line.
Well, welcome to Foothill Thunder, powered by Toyota on Foothill 7 Television. We're back at Placerville Speedway after a long break. Championship point race number 13 is Steve Steinmetz Auto Body Night here at the El Dorado County Fairgrounds. A big night of racing. 5 divisions on hand. They've got over 100 cars in the pit area. Jimmy Truly's already posted fast time here tonight. It's a big night of racing here at Placerville Speedway. We're going to bring you all the action here on Foothill 7 TV on Foothill Thunder, powered by Toyota. We pay tribute to Wayne Shoemate from Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Passed away at his home, the loving arms of his family, on July 25th in North Highlands at the age of 77. He was the beloved husband, 57 years, to Myra Shoemate. He'll be greatly missed by his children, Cindy Jones, Mark Shoemate, James Shoemate, and remembered by his grandchildren, Curtis Buckley and Caleb Buckley. And he is survived by his sister, Robbie Padgett, his nephew, Alan Handy, the promoter of this speedway, and Jonna Padgett, his niece, and daughter, Chloe Williams. James Shoemate did a great deal of racing, not only for the auto racing community and his help with the Padgett family and the Handys. He was greatly involved with the motorcycle circuit. Dirt Diggers North, promoting races, helping racers. He was a wrench on his son's bike, Mark Shoemate, as well as Alan Handy back in his motocross racing days. So in racing, we're all a big family, and this family has lost one that was truly a contributor to promoting and assisting with motorsports over the recent years. And he'll be greatly missed. So tonight, we ask you to please take a moment as we remember Wayne Shoemate. And we are back to green. Jay Norton leading the field. We got a lap in the book. Here comes McKelly looking to the inside of Norton, turn 4. And trouble for McKelly. He slides sideways, collects Schaefer. Tilford's collected up in it. 4 laps are down. We got a yellow flag. Green flag flies. We got trouble in turn 2 already as Dustin Golobic tips it over. And Golobic collects Steve Deal. Dustin Golobic on his lid in the first turn. And red flag comes out. Now, as we got 2 cars together in turn 1, one upside down. So red flag flies before we get going for your Midget B feature. Okay, white flag's out. Final lap from Mitch Nowitz to pick up the win. So Bobby Michnowicz picks up the win here tonight. Second straight win for that driver at this track. Bobby Michnowicz in your Midget Light, two-time winner here, winning here on the King of the West Sprint Car Series night. And down here, cars packed up. They're ready to go home late night for this team and a long haul to go. So congratulations. Second straight victory here at Placerville. You won on the King of the West Sprint Car night, and you're winning wingless here tonight. So a big one with the Wayne Albright Memorial. I know it's special.
Yeah, this is really special with the Wayne Albright race. Wayne was a good friend, and Dakota, his son, is just a super person, and it's nice to win this race. If Dakota couldn't win it, I'm glad I could win it.
Okay, congratulations. A great car count, great picnic for you guys here today. It's always a great event for the BCRA with the Hall of Fame picnic and both divisions tonight. Oh, man, what a car count. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. It's always nice to come here.
And trouble in turn 3. Jay Norton and Ken McKelly tear things up as they get an infield tractor tire. And there's definitely damage in this one, at least for the 15, undoubtedly, of Norton. So we go under yellow. Okay, back to green. This division, 15 laps and on the time clock as well tonight. So Matt McKelly working his way into lap traffic, having a little bit of handful, trying to get around the 22 of Dominic Stone. He breaks free of the lap traffic now, leading still over the 37 of Ray Trimble. And here they come to the checker flag and pick up his first win of the year as McKelly brings him across the line. He's followed by the 37 of Trimble, 6 the C9 of Randy Schaefer, 22G of Paul Gigliamoni, and the 5X of Dan Brown Jr. will round out the top 5. And Matt McKelly, congratulations. You've been in the point lead for most of the year and haven't been down here on the front stretch yet. Congratulations tonight, a tough one. When you know you're against the clock like that, I'll have you look over here towards this way so they get this. But you go up against the clock like that, all these divisions here tonight, you're out in the lead and lap traffic, and you're here.
It's been a long time. It felt like I was never going to get back here again. You know, after, I don't know, we're 12 races in, and it seems like I was never going to get one this year, but we got lucky tonight.
You're thinking you're going to be that guy, win a championship, not win a race during the year, and you've been there.
I'd take it, but I wanted to win one.
Okay, now talk a little bit about running for a second championship. You had the point lead most of the year. Ray Trimble's right there. You're having a solid year. You're looking forward to making a final run at this thing and winning championship number 2.
Yeah, Ray's been racing great, and Tom's right there too. So hopefully with any luck, we can have some good finishes and pull it off again.
All right, Matt McKelly, winner in your limited late model division. And trouble breaks out early in this one. Justin Silvera spins around in turn 2 and doesn't look like he's going to get it going, so we're going to have to bring out a yellow. So Russell Murphy looking to the inside of Danielle Clausen. Battle for the lead. And Murphy to the inside of Clausen down the front stretch. She'll come back on the high side. And she goes left, she goes right, and she goes into second and now third as Russell Murphy takes the lead. Eddie Gardner will move into second place. And Murphy spins while leading. And he'll keep it going, but just as the yellow flag came out, Russell Murphy gets the car powered back up. Back to green, 7 laps down. And trouble here on the front stretch as the Forlani Leonard came to a stop. And white flag, final lap as Tilford will look to put this win in the book here tonight. And Matt Tilford picks up the win here tonight over Eddie Gardner. Matt Tilford, winner tonight in your pure stocks. And 4th of July, tough break for you. Eddie Gardner got the win tonight. You got around Eddie Gardner and passed him. You guys had a good race out there tonight, and I know you're happy to be back here on victory lane tonight. Tough day for you guys. I know you had a lot of things going on in family life, so good to see one of you up here in victory lane.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard day today, but we got through it. This one, it's for Shadow, our 4-legged friend. She passed away this morning, but there's not much we can do. She was 92 years old in dog years. 4th of July, it was a unfortunate deal, but we rallied back, got the car back together. I got to thank everybody that's helped out, my whole family, Tommy, John nailed the setup again tonight, Steve Speak, my dad, my mom, everybody that helps out, Domco Plumbing, Marco Mufflers. If it wasn't for them, this car wouldn't be back here because they did all the exhaust work after it got ripped out on the 4th of July. Curator Security, everybody that has put their hands on this car in any way, money, mechanics, everything. It's greatly appreciated, and we're glad to be out here for the 4th time this season, and we'll be back next time to do it again.
All right, Matt Tilford, winner tonight in your pure stock.
Number 35 was Scott Perevic. Inside of the number 2, you're finding number 26, Shane Kovic behind the wheel back car on the outside of the door.
Welcome to No Man's Land. It's a place you've been before, but it's not on any map. So go out there, lose yourself, and find the truth. We're all born wild. Let's keep it that way. The 2014 4Runner. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, I'm Kent Brown, professional bass angler and the host of the Ultimate Bass Radio Show. Thompson's Toyota here in Placerville, they understand the outdoorsman. They have a full selection of Tundras, Tacomas, Sequoias. Stop by and visit them, 140 Fording Road up here in Placerville, or you can buy it right online at thompsonstoyota.com. Thompson's Toyota and Thompson's Auto and Truck Centers have been my choice for my vehicles for over 20 years. Let them put you in one and get you on the water.
Here we go, out of turn 4 as we kick off the race. You saved your lunch money for here tonight. Your sprint car is off and running. Green flag is out. trouble in turn 2. We got Morgan, Walters, and Cox all involved as they sit parked. Adam Walters spinning around a couple different times, almost had it saved, and then slid sideways once again, collecting the 45 of Morgan, and Justin Cox coming up on the incident. Everybody nearly broke away from it, and then it turned ugly. Back to green. Golubic sets the pace once again. Justin Sanders running a high line, trying to get the gain momentum on the 22. But Golubic down there where he's finding some remaining moisture. Seth Noons up on the high stuff, loses the position to DeCaris. DeCaris up to 3rd place, Truly up to 4th now. Steven Tyner rounding out the top 5 laps. Upcoming right here is Shane Golubic leading the field, but Justin Sanders, he's looking for something up high. Golubic coming up on lap traffic. As Golubic enters lap traffic, the battle for 3rd place continues to heat up. Steven Tyner holding the 3rd spot, but here comes Jimmy Truly, the inside of DeCaris for 4th. Trouble right in front of your leader. We got a car upside down and 2 more involved right in front of Golubic as he came out of turn 4. Red flag is out. Shane Golubic just 4 laps away from scoring his 2nd win of the year here in the day trucking number 22. Driver doing double duty. He'll climb right out of that car tonight and straight into a midget for tonight's 20-lap feature event for your BCRA midgets as well. They'll see the white flag 1 lap from now. And Golubic's got this one in his sights. If all goes well for 1 more lap, he'll be a 2-time winner at this speedway. And here comes the checkered flag. Shane Golubic out of Fremont picks up the win here tonight. Justin Sanders, good .9 for him as he finishes in 2nd place over the 94 of Steven Tyner, the 4SA of Greg DeCaris in the 4th position, followed by the X1 of Andy Forsberg to round out the top 5 here tonight. Okay, we are set to go green out of turn 4. So Shane Golubic leading the field, setting his sights on a double-duty victory here tonight if he can hold out long enough in this one. Brian Gard running in the second position over the 7 of Shannon McQueen. Perovic looks to the high side, chasing down Golubic. Golubic's got that lower, grippier line down there, but Perovic staying right there with him. Brian Gard running in the third position. Here comes the 9 of Michael Donaldson. He's in fourth. He's going to test it up on the high side and see if he can gain some ground on these top 3. So far, Golubic, the driver on a rail out here tonight, as he is just driving a perfect line, both ends of the track. Golubic winning your feature event in your sprint cars earlier in the night, setting his sights on a double victory here tonight, a feat that has not been seen too often. Green flag is out. Golubic sets the pace. Donaldson running in second, Brian Gard third, Perovic fourth. Donaldson putting the pressure on Golubic now in these closing laps. He is right there. And Brian Gard right there as well, trying to get the momentum up high, but that 9 of Michael Donaldson dogging your leader as we enter these final laps. 5 laps to go. "21 laps in the book." And yellow flag out once again. Golubic continuing to lead. Michael Donaldson and Brian Gard right there within striking distance. 23 down. And 24 laps complete. And there's the white flag, final lap. Golubic puts the double-digit win here tonight in Placerville, the BCRA Midgets as well as the sprint cars. As a checkered flag flies. Double-duty victory for him, Shane Golubic. And Shane, congratulations. I know in my time here, I've never talked to a winner of a midget feature and the sprint car in the same night. I don't know officially if it's ever happened here or not, but what an accomplishment tonight. You chose to come here rather than Stockton and do double duty, and you're standing here with 2 cars in victory lane, man. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I love coming to Placerville. I chose Placerville over Stockton every time, and especially to run double duty and to run for teams that I have, like Doug and Joey Bach with the 26 Midget, and Keith Day Trucking, and Rick and everybody who works on that thing. They make my job super easy, and that's the only reason I'm up here on the front straightaway winning both races. It's pretty cool to get them done both in the same night. Got to dedicate it to my boy Bill, who passed away last week, and he built this car right here, and feels pretty good to get it on the front straightaway for him. really means a lot to me, and I hope it means a lot to him and everybody involved. So.
Daylight today, as hot as it is and everything, you do double duty. How tired are you?
A little bit. I did it last year, and I won the midget, and I got second in the sprint car, and I was actually more tired that time than it was this time. The midget race was a little bit tedious running the bottom, and got a little bit tense a couple times, but other than that, I felt pretty good out there.
All right, congratulations. That's Shane Golubic, your winner in your sprint cars and your BCRA midgets tonight. So a big night here at Placerville Speedway, a long night here at Placerville Speedway. We mentioned earlier over 100 cars here tonight for the event, as we had a 5-division program, and Shane Golubic doing double duty tonight. He won both the sprint car feature as well as the BCRA midget feature. So a great accomplishment by that young man from Fremont. In the Pure Stock division tonight, Matt Tilford returning to victory lane for the 4th time this season after a disappointing finish back on the 4th of July when some mechanical woes took the victory away. He drove back up to the front and celebrated on the front stretch tonight. A tough day for the family tonight. Losing the family dog earlier in the afternoon and some other different issues with the cars, and Matt pulling off the victory tonight, and definitely a good way to turn a tough day around for that group. And in the midget lights, Bobby Micknowich winning that feature event, leading nearly every lap of the 20-lap feature event. And the limited late models, Matt McKelly, who's led the point standings all season long here at Placerville Speedway, picking up his first feature victory of the year. And Matt beginning to worry if he was ever going to get that elusive feature win of the year underway, doing so tonight to help contribute to his current point lead. So that wraps it up here for this episode of Foothill Thunder, powered by Toyota on Foothill 7 TV. Check out Foothill 7 at foothill7tv.com or tune into Comcast Channel 7 in El Dorado County. For more information on Placerville Speedway, visit them at placervillespeedway.com for information on all of their upcoming events throughout the season.
Placerville Speedway is main event time. Pull the belts tight and lay it on the line. Gotta love the fence, kids, stars in their eyes. Put her in the show and bring her back alive. It's Saturday night and we're dirt track racing.
Every piece of sheet metal, every line and curve, every inch of polished chrome, every stitch, knob, and button, reforged, recrafted, redesigned. The 2014 Toyota Tundra. Visit your Toyota dealer today for a test drive and special offers. Toyota, let's go places.